Hey guys, here's some footage from today's leg day. Program called for windlass principle on squats and deadlifts with the 3 sets of 3 plus 1 on the last set at 80, 85 and 90%. In the next clip you're going to see me squatting from a side angle where there is a bit of a pelvic tilt going on, which I'm not too worried about, as Brett contrasts. I think that's how you say his name. I'll link his video in the description below, but he talks about the pelvic tilt and how, as long as it's within a few inches of the range of motion, it shouldn't be too much of a worry. But of course I'm not just going to ignore this and not do anything about it, but I'm still obviously trying to open up the hips, pushing my knees out. But all in all, I don't think it looks too bad. But moving on to deadlifts, which I'm super happy about today. You're going to see that in the clip after this. But as you can see here, I am doing hook grips. I've only recently started adding them in regularly to my deadlifts. I think a few months ago I started incorporating them into every single session, and I started obviously with light weight, but I still got bleeding hands and thumbs from it, but now I feel pretty comfortable with them. So I know a lot of people only do them between singles and triples, but since I'm so comfortable with them, I tend to do them over and beyond that on higher reps as well. So I just prefer, the positioning of the arms and how it feels. For some reason it feels more comfortable. So here you can see, before I had a hyperflexion problem, if you saw my last video or follow me on Instagram, but it looks pretty straight. I'm really happy about how this looks. At the top of the range of the motion I used to get hyperflexion but in my neck, but it looks pretty straight, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, so this was my last set of deadlifts, and moving on to, I think this is 200 pounds. Yeah, this is 200 pounds. So I haven't done, because on conventionals I was so much weaker than sumos, but I've started changing to conventionals because I have quite long femurs, and the conventional is, I've heard that it's or read and seen that it's better for people who have short torso, long arms and long femurs, which I do. So I started off doing conventional deadlifts and just changed to sumos because I thought it took my glutes and hammies better. But moving on to this last clip, which is GHRs, I think they're called. I've seen Rafael from RZFitnessTV has suggested them, and I see him do them in his videos. You guys have to go check him out if you haven't already. His content is amazing. I love his videos. He's just definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. But I've never felt such contraction in my hamstrings before. I did feel a bit in my calves as well. I'm not sure if you should, but it could be because of the positioning of my feet, so I might wear other shoes in the future. But definitely going to do these again. Really strong contraction, but go check his channel out. I'll put the link in the description below. But that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Bye.